Hi, and welcome back to the Travel Coach Network podcast. It is I, Sahar Rostapur, the founder of the Travel Coach Network and the creator and instructor of the Travel Coach Certification Program. Yes, travel coaching is a thing, and here's why. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, I didn't know that was a thing when I talk about travel coaching. And guess what? That's okay with me. Reason being is that travel coaching is a newer concept. I remember when I first started figuring out my own wellness travel coaching business back in 2018, I had never heard of it either. Eventually, I went to Google and I saw the majority of what popped up on what when I Googled was travel coach buses. There was an article though that I did see back from 2010. And that was the year that I actually just started my adventures. And the article was on the potential that travel coaching has. And obviously, the article was far before its years, but I was reassured to see that. Fast forward to today, the travel coaching industry is booming by the day. I say that not only because of the tremendous organic growth that the Travel Coach Network has had, especially during and post the pandemic, 2020, but because the amount of travel coaches that exist beyond the TCN. Those who are passionate about the transformative and healing powers that travel can have on our life and our work life are integrating that into how they help people when it comes to travel. For decades, the tourism industry has said that if you have an interest or a passion for travel, the career or job options that you have are limited to being something like a travel agent or a travel advisor now, working in a hotel, being a tour operator or tour guide, working for an airline, being a social media quote unquote influencer and getting paid by a travel brand, writing about travel, blogging, working for a company where you got to travel quote unquote for business, or being a travel manager that manages business travelers. None of those, as you know, who know my story and heard my previous episodes, knew none of those things aligned with me, and I knew that there must have been something more. But thankfully, times have changed, and so has the tourism industry a lot. The tourism industry was stopped, flipped upside down, shaken up, and restarted. There are hot topics like sustainability, responsible tourism, wellness, diversity, and inclusivity, cultural immersion, purposeful travel, slow travel, transformative travel, mindful travel, all on the rise. These are terms many of you probably seen or used or heard about or have learned about. All of these topics have stemmed from the underlying passion that we as humans have for travel and the places that we visit. We understand more than ever before the impact that travel has on our well-being, our mental health, our personal goals, our work goals, on the planet itself, on communities, on other cultures, and the destinations that we visit. Therefore, there's no surprise that concepts like travel coaching is on the rise. Those who are interested in helping people through travel want to make an even bigger impact on the lives of others and on the world. And travel coaching does just that. Just like how times have changed, so do industry. Industries change all the time with new technologies and social media and innovations, which brings on new roles, new missions, new careers for people. Although the term travel coaching isn't nearly as well known as the terms travel agent or travel advisor, things are beginning to shift. And the Travel Coach Network has seen an immense influx of travel agents and advisors joining our community and our program, along with life coaches, transformation coaches, medical experts, and other roles that have the goal to combine travel coaching with how they help others. So next time you hear travel coaching, and if you are a travel coach and someone says, I didn't know that was a thing, don't let it ruffle your feathers. Instead, embrace it and educate and explain what makes you different, what makes your approach different, what makes your career in travel coaching different from the planning and booking or writing about travel and all the career options that existed before or exist now as well. I know that's something that I had struggled with when I first started. I could have easily, when I realized that there wasn't much on travel coaching back in 2018, that I could have taken another route and said, it doesn't exist, it's not a thing, and I don't want to, it's not been proven or no one's done it before. But instead, I embraced it. I said, I know that my personal journey is to help companies when it comes to the well-being of their employees and their business travelers and tourism hospitality companies to reshape how travel is spoken to and marketed to travelers. And I knew that was my mission as a wellness travel coach and consultant, even though no one had done it before. But like I said in this episode, times have changed, and companies evolve, industries evolve, new topics and concepts get catapulted, get introduced, get reintroduced with innovation, social media, purpose and meaning in our lives as human beings. So if you have a goal in mind, you have a business idea in mind, you want to be a travel coach, you want to combine travel coaching with your role, do it and figure it out along the way. You don't have to have all the answers right away, and you don't have to have someone who's done exactly what you're doing before. With some guidance and mentorship and support from the right people in the right community, which is something I sought out when I was starting my business, and even to this day. And you can make it happen. You can really shape it into what it is that you truly dream of help as a business, and how you want to help people. And I always like to end my episodes when I can with a fun fact, whether it's about the guest speakers I have on, or when it's my solo episodes like this, a fun fact about myself. And going back to my college years, my university years, I actually had auditioned for, no one judged me, for The Bachelor a couple times to be on, 2 times in particular. And I also applied and got pretty far in the audition process of a show called Love at First Flight, which I think they had only 1 season of. But I'm very thankful I didn't make it very far at all on any of those, because now I have a lovely fiance and my life is what it is now. But I liked to try new things when I was in my 20s. But that's my fun fact for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at the Travel Coach Network. Learn more about travel coaching at thetravelcoachnetwork.com, and come give us a hello. Please join us in our global TCN community on Facebook. The link for that and your free beginner's guide to travel coaching are in the show notes, as always. And if you know anyone who might be interested in travel coaching, please be sure to send them our way to our podcast. We truly appreciate it. And until next time, my fellow wanderers, bye for now.